no matter where you are in the world. CSL Dallas is here as your spiritual home. As a reminder, every day is a day for transformation, spiritual deepening, and heart connection, no matter what's going on. Every day we learn and practice something important, and that makes a difference. Join us all this month as we walk together through our Journey to Awakening program, where we explore the manifestation process and how we can use it in our lives. So let's get ready for today's celebration by putting your hands together for the CSL Dallas music team.
Good morning to you, CSL Dallas. Good to see you here on campus. Good to have you with us streaming online. You know, we make a great effort at recognizing the oneness and knowing who we are, one to another and all together. And one thing that we share very much in common is without regard to what our relationship was or how well we knew that person, we all came here because we had a father. And today is the day that we recognize our fathers. So let's say together, Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to one and all. Thank you so much for being with us today. Let us start today by reading our purpose statement together, where we know that we are radically inclusive, spiritually progressive, transforming lives. So it is. Thank you so much. First of all, we want to acknowledge some volunteers that pitched in and helped out the City Square Community Service Project. So let's say thank you to those folks who helped out with that program. Now, we're going to ask Reverend Karen to come up. She wants to tell us about the Uganda trip and the school. So here's Reverend Karen.
Thank you, Joe. Good morning, everybody. All right, 2 years ago, Daniel Jackson and I went to Uganda to do a gorilla trekking. And after that trek, I was asked to go see these kids in a school by our guide. There were 40 children in one room, little school, and it was the worst conditions that he had seen, and he grew up in that area, in the Bwindi forest. So fast forward, I went back last year, or 2 years ago, to develop a tour and to see the children again. And we are sponsoring 24 children right now. Those 40 have now blown up to over 250 kids because they trust there's a chance they too could get a scholarship. And if it wasn't for this school that we are supporting, they would have to walk 3.5 hours one way to go to school. So thanks to you all who have helped and seeded the fund, we purchased 2 pieces of property next to the existing ones. They are now growing vegetables and feeding every child every day, whether they have a scholarship or not. This is a way you can directly impact and know that the money's going right there, every penny. This is the only time of the year that we do a community-wide fundraiser. So you are getting a flyer. You can contribute to the general fund. You can give $15 a month, supports the education of a child in Uganda. This is very near and dear to my heart. And we're going to Uganda as a community in May of next year. And we're all going to take a piece of luggage filled with clothing, school supplies, and anything else they need. So on July 9th, join us on the Zoom call so that you can hear what this sacred tour to Uganda is all about. It's safaris, it's trekking, it's boat rides, it's magnificent. I've put it all together from scratch to the best experience we can have together next year. So please give this Sunday to Uganda children and come join Petra and I next year. And I'll be at the table if you want to ask questions and do anything. And online, please give.
Thank you, Karen. And now, as a veteran of nearly 20 years with you here at CSL Dallas, we are in the midst of more change. And every time that we've made changes on this campus, we've had great success because of you. All of the people who come to contribute, and that means with your time, talents, and skills as well. Let's have Dr. Petra up to tell us a few things about this transition.
All right, thank you. Red sneakers, yay! Work party clothes, all to be inspiration. We've had a fabulous couple of work parties already. We want to thank everybody who's already helped Faye back in Joy Village. We've been sorting, clearing out. It's unbelievable the amount of supplies we've acquired in a short period of time. And it's really fabulous. So, as you know, we are right-sizing our campus, and we are going to sublease Suite 115. The trick is we have to move into Suite 115 so they can do the little bit of remodeling that they're going to do over here. And then we're going to move fully back in on this side. If you want to see the plans, they're out on the table. You can take a look at it for those of you who weren't able to be part of the June 2nd session, or if you haven't had a chance to look at the email that I sent last week that had the plans attached, as well as the whole conversation I did describing the plans, and then the beautiful experience we had with our community that was really extraordinary. If you have not looked at those videos, please do so. If you didn't get them, please sign up for our email news, and then you'll be in our database and we can send stuff. So also, if you are on our text, you have received a spreadsheet to sign up for the upcoming work parties. We have 2 work parties on Wednesday and Thursday of the next 2 weeks in the evenings, and they are labeled. Some of them say packing, some of them say sorting, some of them say moving. And they have slightly different times. And so we really need you. We need you. If you're in the DFW area, we need you. We need you to sign up for at least one of these times. We need anywhere from 5 to 10 people each time. And it's so much fun. Yesterday, Julia Scherer brought us the most amazingly yummy chicken, which was extraordinary, and this beautiful watermelon. So if you can't work, please sign up to bring food. You know, food is love. We know that here at CSL Dallas. And so we want to love our volunteers. And so there's a sign-up sheet on the table over there that Carmen will be staffing so that you can look and sign up. And those of you who are online, they're putting a link in the chat. We did unfortunately discover that if you don't have Excel on your phone, you can't actually put your name into the spreadsheet. Technology is my friend. Technology is my friend. We try to make this as easy as possible, and then boom, there it is. So lots of people have, you know, opened it on their laptop or their desktop, or have discovered that they do, in fact, have Excel on their iPhone. But if for some reason you are not able to do that, that's what it means. You need to open the link on your laptop or desktop, or if you're in the room, you can sign up right here. And then finally, I'm asking for 5 or 8 people to help me and Karen this afternoon, and Bill Merlot's already said yes. This afternoon, we have a 30-minute, maybe 45-minute absolute maximum project. We need to move all the tables and boxes and the bar and the cooler out of the Pankey Hall closet into the pod that we now have outside in the back area. It's going to take literally 30 minutes if we have 5 or 8 people. So if you have the opportunity, that's why I have my work clothes on. Karen has her work clothes on. We'll be helping. And just keep following. We'll be sending out emails and texts. And let me tell you, the buzz in the building yesterday was amazing. With the dialogue circle, we had the core council, we had people in the back sorting, we had the practice for today's event this morning going on in the sanctuary, and it felt so full. And it was exactly what it is we're looking for to accomplish in this transition that we're going through. So if you love to be online, but you're in if you're in the area, this means you. Lee, I know you also said you're going to fly in and help us out. Check out the dates. Anybody else who wants to fly in and help us out, we need you. We need all the help we can get. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Dr. Petra. Okay, so we got Uganda, we got work parties, we got Father's Day, we got everything going on, and yet core to it all, listen to this one. There is a great course. It's beginning in July. This might be for you. Change your thinking, change your life. Okay, we say this. These words are pretty easy to come out of the mouth. How do you incorporate it into life? This is an essential course. It's the perfect place to start or maybe get back on track with your spiritual practice. It's great to learn about spirituality and to feel the love of oneness, but it's another thing altogether to put it into practice in our daily lives. Then we have to apply these practices that we learn. There are 8 powerful practices. You can learn them in this 5-week course. 5 weeks only. It's CSL Dallas, here to empower you to live them and live them for the rest of your lives. This summer, there's no better place to be. 7 o'clock on Mondays. It starts on July 8th. 7 o'clock Mondays. It's online only, so it's easy. Just go to your computer, log in, join your group, and get busy on these spiritual practices. And we're being led by Carol Merlot, and Carol's here on campus today. Carol, say hi. Yeah, Carol is not only a fantastic facilitator of this information, extremely qualified, she's also great with Zoom, so I know that your meetings will go wonderful. I mean, the documents, the information you need, how to get your assignment done during the week, and then log back in and join up with your class. Get really good at these spiritual practices. We are the Center for Spiritual Living. Living means every day. So join Carol. That's happening starting on Monday, July 8th. All right, now, whether you're joining us for the first time today or you've been coming for a long, long time, we welcome you. We're really glad to have you on campus and as well as online. And however you found us, we'd love for you to stay in touch. Join us on, or tell people about us on your favorite social media. You know, post a Google review. Let your friends know where you're coming and where you're dialing in on Sundays. They deserve to know just as much as you do about this. If you're not getting the text that Reverend Petra mentioned earlier, there's a Connect card. You can find them around the campus. They're on the back table there. Sign that up. You can get texts and emails that keep you apprised. And always check out csldallas.org. We've got a great website, great calendar of events, places to sign up to help in today's in the work parties. So just get dialed in. Dial in, people. That's what it takes. Got to be consistent. Got to practice every day. That's the Center for Spiritual Living. All right, now let us settle into this morning with our music team. Candy's here, Iris, Glenda, Stephanie, and Cleo, and our practitioner, Sherry Wood, will center with us. Thank you.
Be the peace that you want to see. Be joy and be harmony. Hold light for those who do not see. Have faith for those who don't believe. Be all you want to see. For you are love. Be the peace that you want to see. Be joy and be harmony. Hold light for those who do not see. Have faith for those who don't believe. Be all you want to see. For you are love. Be the peace. Be the peace that you want to see. Be joy and be harmony. Hold light for those who do not see. Have faith for those who don't believe. Be all you want to see. For you are love.
So join with me by going within into that infinite pool that is each of our divine nature. It is that unlimited joy, that unfathomable peace, that boundless love, that heavenly harmony. That is at the very essence of who we are. So breathing into that this morning, remembering that we are here to be as well as do. So it is that practice of moving from the intellectual understanding, from the idea, from the concept, into the embracing, into the embodiment, into the moment by moment practice of that deepest love, of bringing harmony where there is conflict, of bringing the light, of being that presence of compassion, of hope, of understanding. That is who we are. That is who we are called to be. And so today we celebrate all those who have fulfilled those qualities as fathers, as grandfathers, as uncles, as mentors, as father figures, each one in their own unique way, each one making an impact. So that is to be celebrated, acknowledged as the divine masculine that truly does live within each one of us. And so I am so grateful to be in this place, whether online or in person, of recognizing, remembering that each is the light, each is the peace, each is the joy, and each is the love. So I invite you today to step fully into that expression that you are called to be, what that looks like for you as an individual, and put a stake in the ground that that is the place from which you live your life, right here and right now. So grateful to be in community, so grateful for our celebration this morning. And if you, like me, believe this to be ever so good, please join me by affirming Amen, Amen, Shalom, and so it is.
Be the peace that you want to see. Be joy and be harmony. Hold light for those who do not see. Have faith for those who don't believe. Be all you want to see. For you are love. Be the peace that you want to see. Be joy and be harmony. Hold light for those who do not see. Have faith for those who don't believe. Be all you want to see. For you are love. You are love. For you are love. Sing it again. For you are love. And so it is. One, two, three, four. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're so beautiful. We're so beautiful. One as spirit and body in magnificent dance. One with the other, human So it is.
Williams for writing that fabulous song. All right, so we have one more last very special thing to do. Patrick Smith, where are you, Patrick? Come on up here. Where's Patrick? Patrick, come on up here. Make your way up here. Oh, they're in the wrong place. So we want to say thank you to Patrick Smith as our everyday hero. So Patrick. Patrick at Wednesday nights, and then he started hanging around, and he started getting involved. So he's been helping out the Science Mind class. He's been helping around behind the scenes at the office. He's been helping out with Divine Dining. He's been helping out in the kitchen. He's been helping out on the Sunday morning. He's been helping out and helping out and helping out and helping out. This is a man you can count on. This is somebody who has joyfully brought his gift here to CSL Dallas. And so this month, Patrick Smith is our everyday hero.
And we are grateful, grateful for all you do and all you give and everything you are. And we are grateful, grateful for all you do and all you give and everything you are. Oh my! All right. I forgot. Kill it. Kill it. Oh, yes. Yes. It's a weird thing. So she.
When I think back on these times and the dreams we left behind, I'll be glad 'cause I was blessed to have you in my life. When I look back on these days, I'll look back and see your face. You were right there for me. In my dreams, I'll always see you soar above the sky. In my heart, I'll always be a place for you for all my life. I'll keep a part of you with me, and everywhere I am, there you'll be. And everywhere I am, there you'll be. We'll reach, and I'll always will remember all the strength you gave to me. Well, you put it through. Oh, how I owe so much to you, 'cause you were right there for me. In my dreams, I'll always see you soar above the sky. In my heart, I'll always have a place for you for all my life. I'll keep a
that beautiful song. Good morning and welcome once again to Father's Day here in the sanctuary at CSL Dallas and also to our online ecosystem. Got a powerful program here this morning to explore both the idea and the experience of fatherhood. We find a common thread in many spiritual traditions that emphasizes the fatherly roles of protector, provider, educator, and role model. In Scripture, fathers are encouraged to embody the virtues of integrity, compassion, justice, and wisdom, ensuring the well-being and moral education of their children. In our American culture, we often speak of the founding fathers, whose wisdom and foresight gave birth to and continue to guide our grand experiment in self-governance. Later on in American history, the transcendentalist Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote this short essay on success. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the respect of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to give of oneself, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. These are all wonderful ideals that many of us, regardless of gender, aspire to, some of us achieve, and yet we've all experienced that some people in positions of power and responsibility fail to even recognize these qualities. This morning, a few of our community members are going to share some of their own experience on the subjects of fathering and fatherhood. My ask of you this morning is to open your awareness to any message of healing, wisdom, insight, joyful remembrance, or recognition that may be channeled through the stories of the panelists this morning. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce our first panelist. He is a married father of 5. He has 3 sons, 15-year-old twins and an 18-year-old. He also has 2 stepdaughters, 21 and 24 years old. He is the third of 4 children himself. He asserts that he takes his parenting responsibilities as a journey of flexibility, learning, and growth, while trying to have fun along the way. Malcolm Austin, come on down. Yeah. Yeah, right. Price is right. That's it, man. We're getting that vibe going. Have a seat. Yeah. So Malcolm, thanks for being here. Sit on. Right at your chin.
Hello.
Gabriel? Lights on, that's good.
Yeah. Testing. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Here we are.
We got it. All right.
Gotcha.
Good. All right. Malcolm, what lessons have you learned so far in your parenting journey? Give us an example from your own experiences of being parented as well as with your own children.
I think one of the most important examples has been, more than anything, is to stop the cycle of abuse. It's like I've had,
Yes.
thank you. When you parent, your only examples is how you were parented.
True.
So when I started to have kids, I wanted to be married, I wanted to have children.
Yes.
And, you have the desire to want to be a good parent, but then how you were parented and what kicks in is the examples that you've learned. And I told myself, probably when my oldest was 8 years old and my twins were about 5, I was starting to mimic the bad habits and the abuse of my parents. And fortunately, I had the presence of mind to say, hold on a second, this isn't right. I can't do this, this isn't right. If I truly love my kids,
Yes.
then why am I abusing them? Why am I doing this?
Right?
So I stuck myself, I considered several resources. One was personal therapy for myself to repair who I am as a man. Therapy to be a better parent. That was also important. And of course, you have life experiences of friends and family that also have the experience, that have also been through
Yes.
what you've been through. So they have advice and things to say to set you on the right track. And I think it's because I was able to recognize that, it has made me a better parent. You know, I've always told myself, you know, when I get so angry and so upset with my kids, I tell myself, there has to be a better way. I can resolve this, there has to be a better way.
Yes.
Even though I don't see it in the moment, it's there.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Thanks, Malcolm.
you're welcome.
All right. Okay. Our next panelist is known by Tommy, has Tommy by his family, and Dr. Bouldry by many. He is Professor Emeritus at Eastern Illinois University's College of Business and Applied Sciences, where he taught night and weekend classes for working adults for 20 years. He has fulfilled various leadership and mentorship roles in the business world and here at CSL Dallas over the past 18 years. Dr. Tom Bouldry, come on down. Tom, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Great. So you've been studying and practicing science of mind for quite some time now. What new thoughts do you have this morning on Father's Day?
Got an hour?
Yeah.
So,
Up a little closer, sir. There you go.
if I ask all the fathers in the room to stand, I'm wondering who would stand. In the past, I would not, because I am not a father of children, right? So I've had this whole process of being on this panel has been very eye-opening and caused me to reflect and think about fathers in new ways. And I appreciate this opportunity to do that. The father of religious science, Ernest Holmes, says, if any words have power, then all words and thoughts have power. Fathers, fathering, and Father's Day. So in the past, some of these things were just words that had no meaning, but they now are having more meaning as I understand it from a different way. Clearly, fathering is not limited to one gender. Regardless of our gender, our age, our roles, we are engaged in fathering. So what if we understood that and took it seriously, how we are constantly creating our own lives, fathering our own lives, and being fathers to others? What are we unconsciously fathering? What if we all understood ourselves as being fathers of our words, our actions, our desires, our habits, and dispositions? With that beginning, thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Thank you very much. All right. Our third panelist is a Kiwi American who met his wife, Randy, by chance 54 years ago in Waitangi, Bay of Islands, New Zealand. He grew up in a Kiwi Catholic family as the fifth of 12 children.
Oh, wow.
Carl Hunt, come on down. Ooh, careful. There you almost lost it there, Carl. Attaboy. Carl, thanks for being on our panel today.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So Carl is one of 12 kids, What was your relationship like with your father?
Well, my father was a colorful character. He was one of 7 sons and 3 sisters. And he decided when he was, after he got married, had 4 children, he decided to move from Wellington, which is a city, up to Hiroshima and bought a farm and decided to be a farmer. And so that's where I was born. And then after he did that for a while, he moved to Hastings and became an insurance salesman and sold to the farmers. So the thing about that was so interesting is that my father was so resilient. And I got that from him, that resiliency to no matter what, just to go for it. And so he would do Dale Carnegie courses, and in the morning to psych himself up to go out to sell to the farmers, he would stand in front of the mirror and he would say, "I feel happy, I feel healthy, I feel terrific." We thought Dad was crazy, but Dad would sold a lot of life insurance because of that reason. He was so enthusiastic, and he looking back, Dad's been gone 25 years, and he struggled with alcohol for quite a few years and eventually became sober. And that was something that I got from him, was not to go that pathway, not to abuse alcohol. So that was a good thing. He was proud father. When we go to church, we went to the Catholic Church, and because there were so many of us, when we get there a little bit late, and Dad would march us right up to the front, and we'd fill the front 2 rows. Here comes the Hunt Circus. People would say that. And he was so proud of us. He was proud. I'd tell him, I'd say, "Dad, how did you do it? I mean, did you ever say to yourself, like one time, like, hey, when you got to say 7 kids, maybe this is a good time to stop?" He said, no, your mother and I decided we wanted a big family. And so, that was really, and I asked him, the other thing that he really taught me, when I asked him, "Dad, how do you get through some of the stuff some of the challenges you face?" He said, "Faith, son. You got to have faith. If you have the faith, you'll get there." He also had a great sense of humor. He was a really colorful character. He'd tell all kinds of stories. And so, thank you, Dad, on this Father's Day. Thank you for what you provided for me and for my brothers and sisters, because at the end of the day, we're a loving family and care about each other and love each other, and that love will carry us through. I'm so grateful. If it hadn't been for my father taking a risk, moving to the Bay of Islands and buying a fish shop and putting me in charge, I wouldn't have met Randy, my wife, American girl, my wife. Thank you.
Thanks, Carl. Thank you, Carl. All right, our next panelist embodies numerous roles: a mother, stepmother, sister, aunt, caregiver, leader, and lover. She views masculinity as a vital component to both physical and spiritual aspects of life. She asserts that she possesses more masculine energy than feminine energy. Dawn Deborah Efpa. She's already here. Dawn, thanks for joining us today. All right. Dawn, share with us why you believe you possess a greater amount of masculine energy than feminine energy.
I am glad that creation created or gave each human being the feminine, divine feminine energy and divine male energy. The divine feminine energy is intuition, creativity, compassion, empathy, and nurturing. And the divine male energy, their peers, their inner strength and resilience, assertiveness and leadership, critical thinking and problem solving, courage and risk taking, physical activity and body language, protection and safety, responsibility and discipline. Now, these qualities helped me through my life. When I had my challenges, I was able to step forward and conquer. I look back on my life and I see these qualities, these male qualities inside of me. And I remember my lover keep telling me, Dawn, you are a female. You step in the female role. So when I am with my lover, I have to remember I am So I'm grateful that all of us are given the female qualities and the male qualities. Let's use it to our benefit.
Yes. Thank you, Don. Our final panelist today is a father of 3 grown and fully launched daughters, and grandfather of 5 granddaughters and a new grandson. At only a year old, this panelist's family was upset by divorce. He and his older brother were separated. His brother Kemp grew up with his father, while he remained with his mom, visiting his dad only once a month. I'd also like to thank him for being the father of this presentation today, putting it all together. Jeff Fritz, come on down. All right, Jeff, thanks for being here today. In becoming a father yourself, who did you study to improve your skills and temperament?
If you all don't mind, I'm going to stand. I know a lot of people over here. I want them to see me too. So you don't always get what you want, but you do get what you need. And so I was 27 when my first child was born, Allie, and I was in 1978. But what was interesting was up until then, all I really was doing was learning how to be a man. And so I have these very interesting memories that this panel has really helped me to rebirth about people that were important in my figuring out how to be a man. My first memory was I was 8. I grew up in the Catholic Church. I was educated in Catholic schools. And so there was this fella, his name was Lou the Barber. And Lou was a member of the Knights of Columbus in the Catholic Church. And my mom was single, and she's very good looking, and I think he was really trying to impress her. But he invited me to go fishing. And then he took me fishing again and again. And fishing is an interesting thing. I still love it today, but it teaches anyone who ever takes it up to be patient and to be persevering. And then I was 13, and there's another guy. His name was John. John was a black man who lived next door to us. He had a family, 3 children, his wife. He had really big forearms. Turns out he had looked like Popeye. Turns out he had been in the Marines and he was a Golden Glove boxer. And at that moment in his life, he was a professional painter, house painter. And I don't know why he had any interest in me, but he decided that he was going to teach me how to box. So in our backyards, we had these little box backyards. He taught me how to box. And then he invited me to go to work for him. And I learned how to paint houses. And then after I'd work all week with him, we'd have some money, gave me my $40. We'd go to his favorite bar. I'm 13. And I would play poker with him and these other guys. And he taught me how to bluff. For those that don't know what bluffing is, you know when you see it. Anyway, John taught me how to take a hard hit and get back up. And what hard work was about. And lastly, just how to bluff. When I was 21, I started a correspondence back and forth with my dad. He lived in Baltimore, still where I grew up, and I was now far away from there. And anyway, we wrote each other weekly, and we did that for 10 years until he died. And those are precious letters. When I was going through his stuff, I found every letter I had ever written to him. And I've got all of his. And someday, when I'm old, I'm going to read them again. Lastly, I think the important thing that I'm sure of is that since you don't always get what you want, sometimes you do. My brother and I are closer today than we've ever been.
Yay. Thank you, Jeff. All right. I'm going to circle back to you, Malcolm, and ask the question of what is it like parenting older children in a blended family? What are some science of mind principles that have helped you along the way?
That's one of my more interesting questions. I got my little cheat sheet here. First of all, I have 3 boys, and I believe in signs. Yeah. So I took that as, well, God didn't want me to have girls. I said, okay, that's fine. So then I met this wonderful woman, Stephanie, who became my wife. We've known each other for about 5 years, been married for about 3 years. And she had 2 older girls, very intelligent, very independent, very headstrong. And, herein lied the challenge. I believe as adult women, as they are, you let them be as they may. Always know that if they're living in our house, then it's still our rules.
Sure.
So, okay, the basis of me trying to learn how to be a better parent is love. Because everything comes from love. The feeling of creation, first of all. Being able to create a new lifestyle and adjust to a new living dynamic. That was important. Spiritual beings is another aspect. We always know that we are spiritual beings. We are humans having a spiritual experience. And within that spiritual experience, we realize the importance of just all other things, the importance of freedom, the importance of heaven. Heaven is not just above us. Some may not agree, but it's also below. It's to the left. It's to the right. It's in front, and it's behind. And I know many of us here know that we can create heaven on earth.
Yes.
We don't have to die to get there.
True.
So that was important, is to create a more compatible, a more loving situation within the household. And that kind of leads me to like eternal life. So if we are spiritual beings, then we don't die, we live on forever. You know, when we die, yeah, we let go of our physical selves. And our physical selves returns to the earth from where it began. And our spirituality lives on. So, you know, we are, like I said, we're not up there or down there. We are all around.
All around.
Yeah, and at this point, the oldest daughter, who's 24, she does not live with us. And the younger one, who's 21, is getting ready to move out. So, but you know, wherever they live, you know, we still have that bond, and we are still a family.
Great, that's awesome.
And we still manage to stay connected, even though we have our busy lives.
Sure.
And you know, we have events, and they have their schooling, their college work that kind of takes them in the direction that they need to be. But yeah, we always remember that we are one as a family.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Tom, any new thoughts come up for you?
Of course. Can you hear me? Yes. So one of the things is revisiting perhaps old thoughts and revising some of our old thoughts. And this whole process has reminded me that I have had many, many fathers and the different ways that I have been engaged in fathering others. So I think about, and I could talk long about the different ways that people have planted seeds of possibilities. I like that thought. Seeds of possibilities is one aspect of fathering that I had not considered much before. And they have been guides by my side at different times, displayed and shared their wisdom, discernment, encouraged me. And there are different forms of fathering that show up in my life. One was a high school teacher who said I would be a good teacher. Not in my wildest dreams I have ever thought about that. No one in my life had ever gone to college. But this particular teacher, because college was a foreign concept for me. I didn't have any idea what it was. He took me to 3 colleges in Illinois. I enrolled in one, even though I had low ACT scores, etc. I had no idea exactly what I was doing and what was going to happen, but I went there because of his guidance and his fathering. So the idea of fathering is sort of expanded and enlarged. I also had a colleague of mine when I was teaching. She called me into her office one day and she said, "We need to have a come to Jesus conversation." Another way of fathering. And it was appropriate and it had lasting memory to me about that. So I'm just exploring and understanding all the different aspects of fathering. I appreciate that.
So, folks, I think we're about out of time on our agenda today. We have so much more to say, and we're going to respect your time as well. But how about a round of applause for the panelists here? Yeah, great. Everybody, push your chairs back. So, my ask is that whatever may have been channeled through these folks, this morning that may have resonated with you, go out this week and be it. Be what has resonated with you. Be the thing you want to see. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you, Randy, and thank you to that fabulous panel. Our greeters are coming forward now with our offering baskets, and this is the time when actually we say to ourselves, well, hey, how do we pay for everything at CSL Dallas? And then we look around the room and I say, oh, you're counting on me and I'm counting on you because we are a self-funded organization. So we're grateful for your gifts of talent, time, treasure, and right now is an opportunity to contribute our treasure. Let's say our abundance together. The very essence of the divine is givingness. Infinite abundance is forever flowing into my life and to everything I do. I expect a greater good than ever experienced for CSL Dallas and for our community. We are prospering, thriving, and flourishing as we claim our divine abundance right here, right now. And so it is. Thank you. That's fantastic. Really appreciate that. You know, there are many ways to give. There's text giving and Venmo, PayPal. These are things you can do outside the sanctuary. We certainly accept all of your gifts in every form. You just pick the option that works best for you. Also, if you do auto tithe, we have some laminated cards at the back of the sanctuary. When you come in, you can grab one and place it in the basket just to help participate in the actual giving motions here through the sanctuary. Hey, a couple other things coming up. Again, just on spiritual practice, these are things you need to know, and you can always see more about them on our website. Join Dr. Petra. You're going to be joining Dr. Petra as she explores with you her favorite topic, where science and spirituality meet, unveiling the hidden connections. Isn't it time that we realize that science and spirituality aren't hostile to one another? Are you curious how ancient wisdom might intersect with groundbreaking science? Some say science is just now getting to the view that the mystics have had for a long, long time. This interactive and engaging workshop explores the fascinating convergence of science and spirituality. Delving into the cutting-edge fields of, here you go, you're going to get a tutorial if you come to Dr. Petra on this. Here we go. You get quantum physics, neuroscience, new biology, medicine, health, and the study of consciousness while relating it to science of mind. Hey, you want to sound smarter when you're talking about all this with your friends? Come to this class. Dr. Petra will get you there. It's Sunday, June 30th, actually workshop from 1 to 5, Sunday, June 30th. You can register at csldallas.org/June 30th. And here's another opportunity. Ladies, women, are you seeking community with other like-minded women? Or maybe a space where you can be yourself, to grow and become the best of yourself. Perhaps you've desired a sisterhood, where personal growth, spiritual development, and empowerment is the golden thread that brings them all together. If that's true, then this is for you. Join the new Sacred Sisterhood Women's Circle. This will be led by Denise Ackerman. Denise has years of love for and experience in facilitating groups. She's creating a space here at CSL Dallas for women to share stories, to celebrate, support each other, and forge bonds with their sisters, embodying our oneness with life and with each other. These will be monthly Saturday morning gatherings. They'll begin on July 13th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. At this time, it's in person, so show up on campus and participate with your sisters and particularly with Denise as she leads the group. Also, there's a very special weekend retreat coming next month. You need to remember this. The Path to Enter Peace, a mental health weekend. It's July 26th through 28th, the last weekend here, and it's going to be, in July, last weekend of July. And it's here on campus. And look, maybe you're like many of us. You've done some therapy, you've learned to meditate, you're on a spiritual journey of self-discovery. Still, you find yourself sometimes anxious, depressed, obsessed, or regularly frustrated or agitated with situations and circumstances. maybe struggling with issues in your own life, or the increasingly disturbing headlines, the impact of legislation, or climate change. All these negatively impact our mental health and internal peace. So join us for this powerful, skill-filled, and spirit-liberating retreat focused on mental well-being accomplished through proven, practical, and repeatable practices that strengthen your ability to release unwanted thoughts and emotions while centering yourself in spiritual truth. Childcare is included in the price of registration, and for those of you that may be coming in from out of town, we've made arrangements for a group rate at a local hotel. So you can find out all the info at csldallas.org/events. July 26th, you can save $100 on an early bird registration, so do not delay. Okay, wrapping it up. Remember, we're clearing out some things here at CSL Dallas, looking for 5 to 8 people. Hang around afterwards. Let's huddle up in Pankey Hall and help move the storage closet stuff into the pod out back. Also, check out the stuff we have for sale. There's furniture in Pankey Hall. The books in the tall shelves in the library here in Barong Lounge are all available. There may be some things already in the breezeway. All of these things are available to you, and they're on love offering donations. There will be a Venmo sticker nearby where you can pay that way, or see Carmen if you'd like to make a credit card purchase or make a cash purchase today. As we lighten the load, we're unleashing that energy at CSL Dallas for our next phase of growth and transformation. Do your part. Thank you. Our practitioners are here with us today for your spiritual support too. Right across the breezeway, go to the Peace Room, and you have an opportunity for a practitioner to meet with you. Also, for those of you online, we'll post a Zoom link so that you can also participate with a practitioner today. We love being in community with you. Happy Father's Day again. It's been a great service. We're glad that you're here with us. Now join me as you are able to stand and sing out this celebration with our fabulous music team.